For years, astronomers told us that the universe was vast but predictable, a place where celestial objects obeyed the rules of gravity and physics without exception. But every once in a while, something drifts into our solar system that doesn't belong, something that forces us to question whether we are really alone. That something is 3 Atlas, an object first dismissed as a comet, but one whose speed, trajectory, and strange behavior have made scientists whisper a far more unsettling possibility that it may not be natural at all. At first, the world thought it would simply pass through, vanish behind the sun, and disappear into the void forever. But now it has done something no one expected. It has turned back, and Elon Musk himself has declared that its movements confirm what many of the world's top scientists have long feared. This may not be a comet. It may be an alien craft in disguise. Tonight we unravel the terrifying evidence, the warnings ignored, and the consequences of what it could mean if this visitor isn't just passing by, but is here for us. When 3 Atlas was first detected by the Atlas Survey telescope, it seemed like just another icy fragment of cosmic debris. But within days, calculations revealed something astonishing. Its velocity exceeded 255,000 km/h, faster than any known comet should travel without an external source of propulsion. At that speed, it could cross the continental United States in under 2 minutes. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb and his colleagues analyzed the data and came to a chilling conclusion. There was a 99% probability that this object was not simply obeying gravity. For a comet to move at such velocity, it would require an additional push, either from an extraordinary cosmic event or from something inside it. This was when whispers began to spread that 3 Atlas might not be a natural object at all, but a spacecraft disguised within a comet's shell. Its speed alone already placed it in a category beyond explanation, but it was the path it chose that would leave scientists truly shaken. Most comets wander in erratic orbits, unpredictable, chaotic, sometimes even plunging toward the sun without pattern. But 3 Atlas was different. Its trajectory was precise, aligning perfectly with the orbital plane of the planets, a thin disk in which Earth, Mars, Venus, and Jupiter all revolve. More than that, its route took it alarmingly close to several planets, skimming past Venus, Mars, and Jupiter in a series of near flybys that resembled intentional maneuvers. In space navigation, such planetary flybys are called gravity assists, methods used to steal momentum from planets and redirect spacecraft on new courses without expending fuel. NASA and ESA missions spend years calculating these trajectories to slingshot probes toward their destinations. For a supposed comet to align itself in this way, not once, but multiple times, defied the odds. Lowe calculated the chances at 1 in 20,000. It was not drifting blindly. It was flying as though guided, adjusting its path with a precision that suggested control. If this was coincidence, it was one of the rarest in history. If not, then we were staring at the undeniable fingerprints of intelligence. If 3 Atlas truly is a machine, then its disguise could not be more clever. A comet is the perfect camouflage in space. Encased in ice and dust, it can protect whatever lies within from radiation and micrometeorites while appearing entirely natural to outside observers. As it nears the sun, the sublimating ice creates a bright coma and a tail of gas, hiding the nucleus from detailed study and masking any heat or electromagnetic emissions that might betray an artificial origin. NASA itself has studied ice shielding for human missions beyond Earth, proving the concept is both feasible and effective. In the case of 3 Atlas, the comet shell ensures that telescopes cannot see beneath the haze, radar is scattered, and even Webb's infrared readings are muddled by the chaotic plume of gases. If a civilization wanted to send probes across the galaxy without detection, this would be the method. To us, it would appear to be nothing more than a frozen relic, but to them, it would be a Trojan horse drifting quietly unnoticed until the day we had the technology to finally realize what we were looking at. And that day, according to Elon Musk and Loeb, has come. Music. As if its speed, trajectory, and camouflage were not unsettling enough, there is one more factor that has scientists deeply concerned: the timing of its orbit. 3I Atlas is on course to swing behind the sun in late October 2025, placing it completely out of view for days or even weeks. During that period, telescopes on Earth will be blinded by the sun's glare. No optical tracking, no radar contact, no communication of any kind. For spacecraft near Mars or beyond, such conjunction blackouts are normal. But in this case, the implications are far more sinister. If 3IE Atlas is under intelligent control, this blind spot would be the perfect opportunity to alter its course, to fire hidden propulsion systems, to make a maneuver we would never detect until it re-emerged weeks later on an entirely new trajectory. When it does return to visibility, we will know the truth, whether it continues harmlessly into interstellar space or whether it turns towards something else. For now, all we have is speculation. But Musk's chilling words echo like a warning. If it turned back, then it means it was never drifting to begin with. When 3 Atlas emerged from its closest approach to the Sun, astronomers expected its orbit to carry it back into the deep void of interstellar space, just as Oumuamua and Boris had before it. But instead, telescopes began to notice something that shattered expectations. It slowed, shifted, and turned. Not a chaotic wobble, not the random outgassing of ice jets pushing it off course, but a deliberate arc, a controlled reorientation of its entire trajectory. Natural bodies don't turn back. Once they are on a hyperbolic escape path, the rules of celestial mechanics dictate their destiny. Yet, 3 Atlas defied those rules, looping back toward the inner solar system in a maneuver that looked less like chance and more like decision. Elon Musk's reaction was blunt. If it can change course, then it's not a rock, it's a ship. And behind the scientific restraint of official agencies, there was silence. An uneasy, telling silence that spoke louder than denial. To understand why 3I Atlas terrifies scientists, we have to look back at 2017 when Oumuamua passed through our solar system. At first thought to be a comet, Oumuamua accelerated unexpectedly as it left the Sun, behavior that baffled astronomers. Harvard's Avi Loeb suggested it might have been a light sail, an alien probe propelled by radiation pressure. His theory was dismissed by many as sensational. But now, with 3 Atlas showing even more extraordinary behaviors, his warnings feel prophetic. Unlike Oumuamua, which was here and gone before instruments could fully focus on it, 3I Atlas lingers, its return loop giving us far more time to observe and far more reasons to be unsettled. The eerie similarity is undeniable. 2 interstellar objects in less than a decade, both defying the expectations of natural celestial mechanics, and if one was an anomaly, 2 might be a pattern that suggests our solar system is being visited not by chance, but by design. As if its course change weren't enough, new observations have begun to reveal faint signatures in the vicinity of 3 Atlas, dim points of light moving in synchrony with the main body. At first dismissed as sensor noise, further analysis indicated they were real, smaller objects traveling in formation. Natural comets fragment, yes, but fragments scatter unpredictably, separating as gravity and solar radiation tear them apart. These companions, however, maintain distance, adjusted relative to one another, and seem to move with a coherence impossible to explain naturally. Were these smaller pieces probes deployed like drones from a mothership, or were they escort craft traveling as a fleet? Both possibilities raised the stakes considerably. If true, 3IE Atlas was not alone, and its return to the solar system was not the story of one visitor. It was the story of many. The real fear does not lie only in the mechanics of 3 Atlas, but in what its behavior implies. If it is turned back deliberately, if it travels with companions, then its mission may not be observational at all. For decades, SETI scientists dreamed of first contact, imagining a message sent across light years, a signal we would one day detect. But what if first contact doesn't come as a signal? What if it comes as a ship silently entering our solar system? Watching, measuring, testing? Governments around the world are now caught in a dilemma. Do they reveal everything they know, risking global panic? Or do they maintain silence, hoping the object will leave before questions grow too loud? The truth is that 3I Atlas has already forced humanity into a confrontation with the unknown. And Elon Musk's warning, "This is what we feared all along," is no longer just theory. It is the uncomfortable reality that our skies may no longer be ours alone. Atlas was supposed to be a comet, a fragment of ice and dust simply passing through our solar system before vanishing forever into the cosmic night. But its speed, its calculated trajectory, its eerie camouflage, and now its unthinkable turn back toward the inner system have stripped away any comfort in that explanation. Natural objects don't turn. They don't travel with companions. They don't emit patterns of energy that resemble communication. And yet 3i Atlas does. What Elon Musk and a growing number of scientists are saying aloud is what many feared in silence, that this is not a random visitor, but a deliberate presence.